It's snowing outside. It's already winter. I know that loving autumn is such a cliche, but I'm a cliche. I love, 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 love autumn. I like it when the air is super crisp and there's lots of wind and there's not too much sun. I like it kind of dark and gray. I know it might be different, but I like it dark and gray. And it's not too cold. And here in Quebec we have beautiful colors. We have like all the maple trees that become red, orange and yellow. I wish that lasted like 4 to 6 months, but we only get a few weeks and it feels like it goes from summer to winter super quick. So today I was thinking about what to do in the studio. And I have so many ideas and I'm exploring a lot of abstract works because I love it, because it's super interesting to me, because I never know what I'll be doing and I get surprised constantly with abstract work. Whereas if I draw like a portrait or I have a reference image or a more conceptualized piece, I kind of know what I want and I try to render that so I don't get that surprise thing that I really like. All this to say that I do love both. I love abstract and I love figurative work. The reason I'm not doing a lot of figurative work right now is not because I don't want to, it's just because it takes a long time. And because I'm posting one video every single day for a month straight, it's such a tremendous amount of work. I have to work really fast. I can't afford to work a whole day in the studio knowing that I have to edit a lot of videos and post, and like I'm not gonna bore you with all the details, but so I have a limited amount in the studio, like a window of time where I can work my best, and a lot of the stuff that I can explore is easier with abstract things than figurative things with lots of details, you know? But for those who love that kind of work, the figurative stuff, I really, really love making portraits. And in the months to come, I want to make a lot more portraits. I don't love hyperrealism personally. I like more expressive kind of portraits. And I have so many ideas. I have a series in my head that I really want to make, that I've been wanting to make for months. And I think it's a big goal that I have in 2019 to start working on that series and show it to you. So if you like figurative work, I got you covered in the next few months. But for today, I'm thinking abstract. I'm thinking watercolor. I've been playing more with watercolor. I've been loving it more. It's so different. I don't know much about it still, but I'm kind of going on instinct. I don't have any specific ideas right now on what I want to do, but I know I want to explore different things in abstract watercolor and see what happens. Before looking at the work that I just did, I just wanted to quickly mention, for those who are asking about the birch tree, I'm still testing. I will tell you all my findings as soon as I have them. Sneak peek, this little guy is still cooking. I know it's been super long. It might take a few more days, but we'll get to it before the 30 days are over. I promise you. Hopefully this one is the good one. Hopefully. All right, let's look at the work that I did today. First, I want to say that today did not go super smoothly according to plan. Not that there was a plan, but I mean like there was a bunch of mishaps. Let's check it out. First, these two flowers. Well, I don't know what to say except that this is a big old mess. Not super satisfied with this. I was just trying flowers, but I guess I wasn't feeling it today because the results are not amazing. It's kind of like very messy. I feel like the Inukshuk's had really good potential. This started out really well. I really love the watercolor effect when it comes to rocks. I think it's more interesting than acrylic in many ways. You get all these transparencies. It's very, very interesting to me. Once again, I did the contour line because I really like that. What I'm not loving about this piece is the composition. I feel like it's unbalanced. Like there was a good flow here, but then the little rocks at the top I'm not really feeling it. If I look at it on the other side, is it better? I'm not quite sure. I was feeling like I wasn't getting a lot of flow the way I was getting with ink, so I busted out more ink to see what could happen, and indeed you get all this feathering effect that you don't get with watercolor, and I really, really love this. But there was a mishap because when I moved the sheet of paper, all the puddles like kind of splashed everywhere and it created this mess up top. Well, I'm sure I could work this a little bit more and kind of salvage it and make it an interesting piece. It still has potential. This one I was so happy with. It's not even quite dry yet, but look what happened here. Lennox decided to inspect the piece to see if it was to his liking, and he kind of did his own abstract little addition. But I do really love the feathering effect that you get with inks. I feel like my very last piece is the most successful to my eye. I inspired myself from another piece that I made in oil pastel. The inspiration is this, and the result is this. I actually like it even more than the original oil pastel I was inspired with. I quite love the water effect, the dark and the light. Quite love this. I like the big yellow shape here. It makes me think of an egg, obviously the sun, but like it's kind of like a big focal point. And this I added some oil pastel for contrast and texture. And I feel very happy with it. I really, really like the mix of oil pastel and watercolor. I didn't know. This is news to me. It's very, very interesting. I added some gel pen in the water for some contrast. One of you made the suggestion to use gouache for adding some white back into watercolor. I have some gouache, but it's a really cheap kids white gouache, and I don't really want to use that, so I have to get some to try that out because it seems very interesting. Today, a whole bunch of unexpected things happened. A bunch of pieces got kind of like messed up accidentally. Some flat out didn't work for me, but there was that one abstract, the last one, that I really, really, really like. Let me know your thoughts, and I will see you tomorrow.